This is Long Way to the Top, and I'm your host, Shayne Brian. Welcome back to Long Way to the Top, and my next guest is the real deal. She's a powerhouse voice, a road-hardened rocker, someone who's been earning her stripes long before people saw her absolutely blow the doors off The Voice. She's just dropped a brand new album called 42 Days, a record that is raw, emotional, loud in all the right places, and built on real-life stories, heartbreak, resilience, and pure Aussie rock and roll. This is blues, this is grit, and this is pure storytelling at full volume. Please welcome Rose Carleo. How are you?
Hello, Shayne. Wow, that sounds unreal.
I'm a lot.
Thank you.
Oh, look, I've got to say, last time we spoke, we were talking about 42 days, and it's been a lot longer than 42 days. It's finally come out.
It has.
Congratulations. I mean, has it
Thank you.
sunk in that the album's finally out there?
Oh, I think it has. Yeah, I was quite emotional when the CDs got delivered, and then on release day I was actually quite emotional. Everyone's like, "What's going on?" I'm like, "It's just been such a big thing, and a long ride, like, to finally get it released."
Yeah. Now, we heard a bit of a taste of that album with Son of God.
Yeah.
But you've got a really powerful story, which we did kind of touch on in our last chat, but it was behind the title 42 Days. Can you take us right back to where that idea first hit?
So I unexpectedly lost my sister. It'll be 2 years this July, so in July 2024. And it hit me like a ton of bricks, as it would, but we were very, very close, and we'd speak every day. She was in WA. So unexpectedly lost her, and I was just beside myself, that for weeks and weeks I couldn't function. I didn't, if I didn't want to get out of bed, I just couldn't.
Yeah.
So Mick Adkins, who is our guitar player and producer and songwriter, and my husband, kept flying the flag while I was trying to exist, I guess. Kept demoing the stuff and everything, and then 6 weeks after, which was 42 days, we're at my in-laws' house, Mick's mum's house in Tassie, and we're sitting in the lounge, and all the family was around, and it was lovely to see everyone. And I'm trying to pull myself out, above water. And anyway, the lyrics came into my head. Room full of people, I'm so empty inside, 42 days, you're not by my side. So it's like, I was counting down, like I'd say to Mick, I can't believe it's been 7 days since Kathy's gone. I can't believe it's been 21 days. So in my head, I was kind of counting down. I don't know why, I just was. And this happened to be 42 days. So I thought, oh. And then I got out my phone and I started writing the lyrics in there, and I had a bit of a melody going in my head, and I was actually quite excited. I thought, oh, it's the first song I've written, since it all happened, and my first kind of, coming up for air kind of thing. And then about a week later, we were on a plane to Perth, and I finished it on the plane. Of all the weird things, that the rest came to me. I was looking at the lyrics, and I demoed it and sent it to Mick. Even though we live together, I still, on my phone, to put my guitar to it.
Yeah.
And and I sort of, I thank my sister for that. I kind of feel like she kicked me up the backside, saying, "Come on, it's time now. You've had it. You've had your time. So get it together. I know you miss me, but it's all good." So, so I'm looking at it as sort of as a positive thing that she, gave me a kick and said, let's do this. Do what you do and keep going. So it was the kick I needed, and so I kind of look at it as a really positive thing. And I just, every day is hard. It is. I've lost other family previous too, but this, it's hard every day. So you just got to try and learn to live with it.
You do. And I mean, a lot of songs sort of come from real life experience. Is it difficult when you're singing the song to relive through those moments through music?
Yeah. Look, at rehearsals, like I was 4 or 5 times with rehearsal, I'd be bawling my eyes out singing. So, and then I think there comes a point on stage where you kind of have to look through that and go, okay, I've got to deliver the story. Don't think that, you sort of
Mm.
go into a different mode, I suppose, a different mask. You are
Yeah.
telling a story, but it's not your story sort of thing.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is, and it can be hard for sure. And it just hits you at the weirdest times, but I'm very thankful for how it's all gone.
Yeah. Yeah. Have you had the chance to perform that song sort of live,
Yeah.
and has it hit you mid-song?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, the launch, yeah, it has, but I've managed to sort of get through the rest of it. So, yeah, it's tough, but it's also good too. As it's real emotion, it's raw.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, you've described your sound as bitch and blues rock. What does that mean to you, and what makes this album the Rose Carleo record?
Bitch and blues rock. Oh, look, it's just in your face. It's just,
Yeah,
here we are. There's it's no apologies. It's we are as we are, and we're all a little bit older, and I guess it comes from age to not worrying, what people think, or
mm,
of course you want everyone to like you, and if they don't, that's okay as well, because not
yeah,
everyone is for everyone. So bitch and blues rock, it's just like in your face, and no apologies,
yeah.
and just having a good time.
I kind of put you in a very similar category as if he was a girl, Angry Anderson,
Oh, I love
but
angry.
but also like Susie Quattro.
Yeah, loves it.
There's not a lot of female rockers out there that just fill the stage.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
It's really lovely of you. Thank you. Yeah, it's I mean, I think it definitely comes, like I said, with age, that you just, that care factor, with all due respect, it's like, I don't care. Like,
mm.
of course you want everyone to like you and everyone to enjoy, but if they don't, I'm totally cool with that
Who
too. And
cares?
yeah,
Yeah.
just get on with it. Yeah. Yeah.
There's also that classic, Aussie pub rock DNA too in there, and I think it's something that you really cut your teeth on in the early days.
Yeah, it is. All of us did, actually. Yeah,
Mm,
absolutely. It's what you lived for, It's the
mm,
weekends, the bands. If you were playing in a band, or if you weren't playing, go out and seeing going to see
mm,
a band. I remember I was sharing a house with a couple of friends, and their mum used to always say to me, "You're burning the candle." I'd go out 6 nights a week to go and see a band, right?
yeah,
I just, and she'd say, "You're burning the candle," and I'm like, honestly, I'm okay. I'll sleep when I'm dead. I said,
yeah,
but
yeah,
I just wanted to, live my
yeah.
life, and make the most.
Were there any bands that you went to growing up that really sort of shaped who you are now?
Um, Live wise, yeah. Look, I remember going to see the Baby Animals and the Screaming Jets, and
Yeah,
Rose Tattoo and bands like that. So the Angels I saw as well,
yeah,
which was like, whoa, just blew you away.
yeah. Four
It's
amazing
fun.
Aussie artists, by the way, but
Well, yeah,
Aussie artists.
yeah. That's exactly it. So,
Yeah,
I mean, I was in Perth at the time growing up. So,
yeah,
um, but on record, I guess, or vinyl, or cassette,
yeah,
it was Janis Joplin, Led Zeppelin,
yeah.
AC/DC, Bad Company.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Now there is an AC/DC connection with the band now. Do you want to
Yeah.
tell us about that?
Oh, so you're talking about Son of God,
Yes,
I'm
yes,
guessing.
yes.
Yeah. So, Mick wrote a song quite a while ago. We're very, very good friends with Ross Young, who is Malcolm Young's son, Malcolm from AC/DC.
Yeah,
And we've known him for quite a few years, and we're very good friends. Like, he'll ring me on Christmas, and he'll catch up at a gig if it's near him and
yeah,
stuff. And Mick was like, "I've got a great title for a song. Like, we know the Son of God, because any musicians in the world revere Malcolm as God, right?
yeah,
For
yeah.
the
He is the
guitarist."
guitar god. Yeah, yeah,
Yeah. So it's like, we know the Son of God. I'm like, that is very cool. So
yeah,
we've written this song. I know the Son of God is a friend of mine, and a lot of people didn't sort of read the press release and stuff. They're like, "Oh, we didn't know you were religious," and that's fine.
yeah.
That's
Religious, but I'll drop an F-bomb in it anyway. So
it's
whatever.
full of rock and roll. That's right.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Yeah, and he loved it. So it was just a bit of uh, a bit of a tribute to him and our friendship, and just using other meanings and things. So yeah, look, we've been friends with Ross for many, many years, and he's such a big supporter of live music and Aussie music. He's a great fella. So Yeah, very, very
Well,
nice to know. And
you'd have to be, wouldn't you? You know, given the fact that you know who your dad
yeah,
is. I mean,
yeah,
really.
absolutely.
Now,
Yeah.
is there one track on the new album that still hits you sort of hardest when you perform it live?
Oh,
And I'm not talking emotionally either. I mean, like a song that just has like just that raw power to it.
um, well, I mean, emotionally would be 42 Days and Where She Sleeps.
Yeah.
Raw power wise would be probably Sacrifice or Eulogy for the Devil. Eulogy for the Devil's about Elvis. Did you know that?
Right. Okay. That was one of my questions. So there you go. You've
I
answered
knew.
that one.
Yeah, it's about Elvis. So the eulogy for the devil, like everyone called him the devil. It's the devil's music.
Yeah.
And he wasn't. He was incredible.
Yeah.
So if you go back and listen to the lyrics in that respect, it's
Yeah.
you'll sort of hear that. But yeah, storytelling, it's great to storytell.
Yeah.
And whether it's things that you've lived or about people that you admire or
Yeah.
that I think that in life, everyone goes through almost the same thing in life, just at different times,
Yes. Yes.
depending on.
Are there any other, well-known artists that you may have name dropped in the record as well, or?
I don't think so. I mean, we don't actually say Elvis, just Long Live the King.
Yes, yes.
Son of God, Elvis, my sister. Yeah, no.
No? Okay. All right. That's good. Now, you've had a long respected career, then The Voice brought you a whole new audience. What changed after that experience for you?
Oh, look, I guess bringing rock and roll back into people's homes for 90 seconds
Yeah. Yeah.
was, that's what appealed to me when, I was sort of approached. And, and well, I was 54 at the time. I'm 55.
Yeah.
People over 20 and 30 can still just sing rock and roll. So, it was more about that for me. So what's changed is, I guess, a bit more awareness of people
Yep.
aware of Rose Carleo and Rose Carleo band. And a bit more of a respect, I think, for older and women rockers. So just that awareness. And I've had a lot of messages from especially women in my age group afterwards too, saying how much they loved it and how it made them feel sort of seen as well. So that was really interesting.
Yeah, yeah. And I guess also you had a bit of bit of choice in the music that you chose as well, that you
Just the first song.
Just the first song. Okay. So when you're going through the rest of them, like, were they trying to put you into other categories, or did they go, no, you're the rocker,
Well,
these are the songs?
Yeah, to a degree. I mean, I was the rock chick. They wanted a rock chick, but then when Richard chose, I think Adele and the Stones was great. So, but I'd never sung any of those songs, so I had like 2 or 3 days to get my head around the songs. So they just wanted.
Did it push you? Did it push you?
Oh yeah, definitely did. Because you're thinking, to yourself, it's like, I've never done these songs. I can't have the words in front of me, of course, you wouldn't anyway. But I've got to know the melody enough and the lyric enough, especially the Adele song, because to me, she's incredible, and it was such an iconic song. And there's a lot of diehard Adele fans, and I'm like, I don't want to piss anyone off.
Mess this up, you're in trouble. Yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, it was a fair bit of pressure. That was, but I always sort of come out well under pressure. I seem to thrive on it. But no, they always looked at me as the rock chick. But let's see if you can sing this and this and this as well. So, and that was okay.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Now, you're going on tour?
Yeah, I've been on tour and we're going on tour. Yeah.
Well, so, I mean, and the songs from the album, from what I've heard so far, sound like they were meant to be played live, So what can fans expect on the tour?
Lots of energy, lots of banter on stage.
Yeah.
And just what's that saying? It's probably not really nice to say it, but balls out rock and roll. Balls to the wall.
I love it. Do it. Balls to the wall.
Not that I've got them, but the boys have. But just I guess, Aussie pub rock, but our own songs and I guess an honest vibe, an honest playing, honest energy, and just as we are,
Yeah. Yeah, love it. Now, if someone's hearing, you for the very first time on 42 Days, what do you want them to take away from it about the band and about your music?
I want them to take away that we're real and we write about real things,
Yeah,
and there's emotion and
yeah,
care in our music.
yeah, yeah. Beautiful. Well, look, at the end of each show, I always do a fast five. So I'm going to do five
Okay.
questions. All right. Don't think about it too much. Whatever comes to mind. First album you ever loved?
Skid Row's first album.
Oh, nice. Yeah,
Yeah.
great album. Then and they of course they've got a brand new singer. Well, they've been around
Yeah.
for a while now.
And it was actually the first compact disc I bought as well.
Yeah,
Skid
right.
Row's. Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, well, a real fan. Now, one artist who made you want to be a singer?
Etta James.
No, really.
Yeah.
Incredible voice.
Oh.
Incredible voice. Yeah, yeah. Best Aussie pub rock song of all time.
Oh. Am I ever going to see your face again? By
Okay. Is there a band that you wish that you had have seen at a pub but never did?
Oh yeah, there's many. Led Zeppelin.
Yeah,
Um, um, I would have loved to have seen AC/DC back in the day with Bon.
yeah,
That would have been a dream. Yeah.
yeah, yeah. Fantastic. And finally, describe your album in 3 words.
Rockin', raw, and real.
Nice. Fantastic. Fantastic. Now the album 42 Days is out now, and whereabouts can we get it from? All the record stores?
Well, all the streaming platforms, or you can go to our website,
Yes.
and get it direct from us.
Yep.
Go to Rose Carleo Band or rosecarleo.com,
Yep.
and go to store, and then we'll post it out.
Yeah, fantastic. And it's available in CD and vinyl as well?
The vinyl is about 3 weeks away. So yeah, it will be, yeah, definitely. But CD for sure, yeah, got them here.
Excellent. Look, absolutely love chatting with you.
And you, thank you.
Yeah, and look, I really hope that the album goes well and that the tour goes well. Have you got any sort of like places and dates at the moment that we can share?
Yeah, it's all on the website. So we've
Yep.
got we're at the Duke in Newtown this Saturday. Next week we're at Dicey O'Reilly's at Wollongong.
Yeah.
And then like we're doing a festival called Chasing Winter Sun Festival in Sawtell
Yeah, great.
at the end of June. So it's all on the site. So yeah.
Fantastic. Awesome. Well, Rose, really appreciate you taking the time to have a chat, and hope the album goes well and the tour goes well.
Thank you so much. Appreciate you having me. Thanks, Shayne.
Thanks for listening. I hope you've enjoyed this episode of Long Way to the Top. Hit plus or follow to subscribe to the podcast, and head over to Facebook at the Long Way to the Top podcast and give us a like. Keep on rocking, and I'll catch you on the next episode of Long Way to the Top.